What's a sign that someone grew up poor? Never buying clothing at full price. It just feels illegal. When you can't finish a meal, pulling it apart to at least eat the meat because that's the expensive part, or just force-feeding yourself any meal you buy because you have to feel like you didn't waste. Being hypersensitive to any light left on, door left open, opening the fridge too much, running water too long, etc. Because you're trained to minimize utilities. Never pouring more than 1/2 a glass of any drink when at someone else's house, except water, because you don't want to be seen as wasteful, gluttonous. Making weird snacks out of food that isn't supposed to be a snack, eating dry ramen noodles like chips, Kool-Aid with sugar and your finger to make your own fun dip, eating Kraft cheese slices, cold hot dogs, other things that are normally just a part of a meal. Odd hoarding behaviors of things you probably should have gotten rid of out of fear you won't be able to replace them easily. I keep a stack of boxes broken down because there's still this fear in the back of my mind that I'll have to move again at a moment's notice. I make a decent salary now and have lived where I am for nearly 7 years, but I still can't part with those boxes despite the space they take up. Under the bed, behind the chest of drawers. Yeah, I still have them. Scanning the menu for the cheapest options possible when at a restaurant. It's okay, the soup is really enough for me. Difficulty throwing things away. For me, I have what I call poverty mentality. While I can afford new shoes and clothes, they have to be falling apart for me to replace. I grew up poor and my husband grew up middle class. Whenever we have guests, I am constantly asking people if they got enough food. Is anyone still hungry? I can make something else. My husband will inquire about the quality of the food and if it is to everyone's liking. I think when you grow up poor, food is very much quantity over quality. Still being marveled by an ice maker and side-by-side doors. Immense financial anxiety. Turning down most social occasions. When I was particularly broke, I pretty much had no social life due to the guilt of not being able to afford a round, etc. Never replacing anything unless there's absolutely no way to use the old thing anymore, and going to absurd lengths to keep something still usable. Realizing I wanted to have the house that all my kids' friends came over to hang out at because that wasn't really an option for big chunks of my childhood.